It looks like Wall Street is slowly and finally waking up to Tesla's full self-driving, which, to be honest, I wish they weren't, because I do want to buy more stock below 200 or just low 200s. But it looks like now they're waking up, and we got to talk about it because this may be the beginning of the good stuff. Not financial advice, but I mean, if if Wall Street is looking into it and they're pricing it in, something is happening. So let's get down to it. Smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get down to it. So aside from Dan Ives, which is Webb Bush, and Gary Black, these guys already know that Tesla is an AI play and all that kind of stuff. Let's just put these guys on the side. Two new guys, and these are the big guys, Morgan Stanley and Pipe Sanders. I put here on my X saying Morgan Stanley says Tesla is their top stock pick. Top stock pick. We'll get into details in a bit. And Pipe Sanders says Tesla may have solved FSD and stays firm at their $300 stock price target. Regardless of how Q2 came out, they are looking a little bit further than 12 months, maybe even 18 months. I mean, knowing these guys, they do look between 6 to 12 months. So they're seeing the robotaxi event coming out and saying that, hold on a minute, maybe we got something else going on. But let's dive into details. Let's talk about Morgan Stanley first. In the recent report of Morgan Stanley, they wrote this: with 40% upside to our 310 target, more managed expectations on cars, and powerful emerging drivers of firm value, we make Tesla our new top pick. The article goes on and says that the value Jones sees in Tesla's car business is sliding, but its other businesses are picking up the slack. Some of those emerging growth drivers are sales related to autonomous cars, energy storage products, and artificial intelligence. Doesn't sound like a car company anymore, does it? Tesla uses AI-based computing to train its self-driving software and the humanoid robots it hopes to sell in coming years. Whoa, so hold on a second. Now they're talking about humanoid robots. So that's interesting. So Morgan Stanley is now waking up to what's coming to Tesla, not what's already there. So that's the reason why they have it as their top pick. So that's interesting. But Pipe Sanders, they are more interesting. Shout out to Sawyer Merritt here for posting this on his X, saying that Pipe Sanders analysts have issued a bullish note. Tesla may have solved the self-driving puzzle. Don't roll your eyes. By Tesla. We think Tesla investors should consider the possibility that Tesla's decision to host a robotaxi event isn't deployed to distract from falling EV sales. Never thought that Wall Street will ever see these things this quick. But he's not done there yet. He continues and says that investors have grown accustomed to ignoring Tesla's hyperbole around full self-driving. However, judging by reviews on X, Tesla's update to version 12.5 is revolutionary. Wow, they're actually taking this from X, which is flippin' awesome. The firm thinks investors should consider the possibility that Tesla's decision to host a robotaxi event on October 10th isn't a pulley to distract from falling EV sales. Rather, it could catalyze a realization that full self-driving matters more than anything else for Tesla. No. The firm expects self-driving take rates to inflect sharply upward starting around 2030, and that would be by the end of its 20-year forecasting period. Piper expects 100% fleet-wide FSD adoption for Tesla, and here's the crazy part, it also expects FSD subscription prices to eventually rise from $99 per month to $500 monthly, which is a sheesh moment. Imagine the year is 2030 and there's gonna be about what, maybe 40-50 million Tesla vehicles on the road. $500 per flipping month. That's 6,000 annually. So if let's say 20% of that 50 million gets FSD, so 10 million, multiply that by flipping 6,000 annually with a 60%, not even 80%, 60% profit margin. You can see the numbers here. It's crazy. That's insane. That's crazy. But he doesn't stop there. He says that Tesla will eventually sell electric vehicles for $31,000 a piece at 0% gross margin. But ultimately, just like cheap flip phones, we don't think anyone will buy any FSD cars. Whoa, this is a big turnaround for Wall Street or these analysts. They're saying that, okay, it's, Tesla's not a car company at this point. They're an AI company. It's a software as a service company. They can sell the car for nothing, but no one's going to buy the car if it doesn't have full self-driving. Wow, what a turnaround from these guys. He's not done yet. He continues and says that it tells investors to buy Tesla shares and keeps an overweight rating on the name with a $300 price target. So they're sticking to $300. That's crazy. Wall Street is waking up to this. And the recording of this video, Tesla stock is down about 5%. Even though it was up yesterday 5%, it went down. It looks like the whole market is down too. There's the correction going on today. But that is crazy. That's insane that Wall Street, at least now these two guys are waking up and going like, well, we got to think about the full self-drive. We got to think about Tesla selling the car at cost price. But the focus on the full self-driving, that's how Tesla's going to make their money in the future. And they're sticking firm to $300 stock price. My price target for Tesla end of this year is $350, and I'm not changing it, and I never will change it. I have to make my 2025 price target, which I need more information in order to do that. But that's crazy how these analysts are waking up, and I am a little sad about it because it looks like I can't buy the stock on the cheap anymore unless there's some black swan event, there's some crash going on, massive correction for whatever reason. Then yes, but it looks like now that since Wall Street is now waking up to it, and then now they're slowly pricing it in because now there are some models out there that you can make and add it to the price target or in the valuation. There are models, but it's not going to be a lot of weight because they want to see actual numbers first. Then they can go all in and add that in. So we still have opportunity, guys. We still have opportunity, but that opportunity that we all thought back when the stock was around 150, 140, when everyone thought that Tesla is no longer going to be the thing, that was the real opportunity. And I don't think we're going to be getting that anymore. We may get, easier entries like 200 if something happens, maybe in the high 100s, right? But going back to 150s, 140s, that would probably need a big market crash for that to happen. I'm just being frank and being honest. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's how I really think about this. But that's insane. That is flipping crazy. We got Morgan Stanley and Pipe Sandler's now joining the wagon of now Tesla's not a car company anymore. They're an AI software as a service company, which is really interesting. It's really interesting. And I think more analysts will pile on after the robotaxi event once Tesla goes like, again, for the robotaxi, again, what I'm predicting is something very simple. Here's our dedicated robotaxi vehicle. Maybe there is a one more thing. Here's our dedicated van robotaxi vehicle. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna wait for that. I'm not too sure. But definitely the Cybercab is gonna be shown. I think it'll be shown obviously without pedals, without wheels, just like how the book and how pretty much what Elon was trying to say here for months now, how the Cybercab is gonna look like or what's it gonna feature, when it's going to be launched, and more information of can you buy it? Can normal people buy it? Regular people buy it? If we can do that, or if it's just going to be a Tesla fleet thing, we'll know more. Then they'll be showcasing the app, how it'll work. They'll be showing how revenues will work. I think they'll just show that. But the most important thing that date is them giving us a date of when they're going to launch the robotaxi. Now, I am expecting at least in 18 months or within 18 months of implementation, right? I would say 12 months, but 18 months. There's no way that they're going to pull a Cybertruck how they did here, showcase in 2019 and then bring it out 2024, like 4 or 5 year wait. Nuh-uh. This is going to happen within 18 months, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happens within 12 months, which is a sheesh flipping moment. But that's crazy. That's crazy to see that Wall Street is slowly waking up to this. It tells me that the buying that I did at 150, 140, even as low as 100, I was right. And you guys know I'm all in Tesla stock because of the full self-driving. Right, autonomous, not because of the energy, not because of the bot, full self-driving, because this thing is an extremely value maker, crazy value maker. However, though, that's crazy, that's insane. But what else is crazy is that Elon came out and he was talking more about Tesla and especially Tesla stock, talking about how it's gonna be like another Nvidia moment for Tesla stock. It's crazy. I broke it all down. I made it a super cut, so you guys can check the video right here. Subscribe, guys. Get your About the Tip t-shirt. Use the discount code RIPSHORTS to get 10% off. And I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.